Hey there, I'm going to be showing you guys how to do an engine oil change and a gear oil change on a 2024 Honda Rancher 420 with the independent rear suspension, and it's the automatic one. And it's pretty much the same since like 2013, but this is specifically for this model in this year. What you're going to need is you're going to need some 10W30 GN4 Honda oil. Best way to get it is to get 2 of these gallons on Amazon. That's the cheapest way I've been able to find it. Same thing with the oil filter. Part number 15412 HP7A01. And that's the one for the automatic. And the cheapest way I've been able to find it is Amazon. At the parts store, it's always way more expensive. For the oil, you're going to be using a 17 for the plug, a 10 for a short 10 for the oil filter cap, and then that's pretty much, you need a oil pan, that's all you need, with a ratchet. And then for the gear oil, shaft oil, whatever, I use an extended 10 millimeter because it fits better in the front. You can get away with an extension, but this is just easier. That's for the drain, and then a 17 is for the fill in that. And so that's pretty much all you're going to need. It is 80W90 Honda shaft drive oil. So that's what we're going to be using. You use about 1 bottle and then like maybe a third for both of them. So you don't use too much. And then what I've been doing is they recommend you change the oil every 600 miles. I've been doing it around this. And everything's been going good. Every single time I've checked the valve clearance twice, and both times it's been fine. So I maybe a little bit of an adjustment, but not much at all. And then so yeah, got some oil rags, and then for the oil filter, what I do is I put a bag underneath. I'll show you, and then a couple paper towels inside, and that makes it to where it's not a mess everywhere. So let's get it. I'm going to heat up the engine, and then we're going to get it going. Alright, so we got it all nice and warm. Taking the plastic off is much easier than putting it back on. So the seat, there's a little latch back here. You pull the latch up, the seat comes right off. Plastic, you got a little tab right here, up here, and right there. Same on both sides. You can just really yank it off. I like to be careful with it just in case. And I pull it, and then get the top. And that side's done. I'll do the exact same thing for that side, other than the 4-wheel drive might be in the way for you a little bit, nothing crazy. Pull it, boom, pull it, pull it, pull it, and then it just comes right up. Boom, just like that. And sometimes these tabs right here are the ones that are annoying for me to sometimes get back on. But yeah, so let's go back over here. And I will get this. All right. And boom. Hey, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Look at that. That's nice clean oil. I don't want to see it black. That's what I like to see. Some fucking dirt on my hand. Alright. So now we're going to crack this. And I'm going to show you a little trick on how I get it not to spill everywhere. I take a little plastic bag. Take a couple of these blue paper towels. Put it in the bottom of the plastic bag, kind of like this, And then I ram it underneath there. Hey, puppy. How's it going? Help me with the oil change. Boom. And now when you pop it open, it won't go everywhere. So let's get, where did I put the ratchet? Here she is. I got a little bit of a weird ratchet just to crack them. So I do it tight. This is an old school torque, 1/4 inch torque wrench. And I'll just use this for the rest of it. This thing sucks. Can't break anything. We're good. Perfect. And I like to go ahead and take a paper towel before I break it off and just kind of wipe everything around it. Don't get any dirt. See, there you go. Doesn't go everywhere. Don't forget about the spring. There's a spring in there. Don't ask me why I'm saying that. Get this little guy out. Bastard, come on. Another rag, clean it out. Now, this is one thing everybody will say something different. With this O-ring, I replaced it for the first time after 5 oil changes. I never had a leak. I never had any issue. I went ahead and just replaced it because it had been 5 oil changes, like 2,000 miles. So them saying you got to replace it every time, no. Same thing with the oil filter cap. Oh, where is it at? Right here. The oil filter washer. I replaced that like every 3 times. You know, there's no need to waste the money. I've never had it leak. Maybe you all have had it leak and that's why you do something different, but I haven't had it leak. It seems like a waste of money. But yeah, we're cleaning this up and everything and then get the new oil filter in there. Also, whenever you put it back in, make sure the arrow is facing upwards. So there's an arrow right there. You want that arrow facing up. It just makes, obviously it's kind of the way it's supposed to go on, but just a little helpful reminder. I've also messed that up. Oily hands can open this. On this, there's a nice little thing that says outside, so you can't mess it up too bad. I'm gonna clean that out a little bit more. And we're gonna put this in there. Get a little bit of oil on this seal. Boom. That, it'll stay stick decently. Make sure the arrow's up. Push it back into kind of place. Make sure the spring doesn't fall. Make sure the spring's going on it. Make sure these are clean. All right, so we're gonna get these tightened back up, and then we're just gonna fill. This is the oil fill, and that's where we're gonna fill it up, and I'll show you guys that here in just a second. All right, so the final steps for the engine oil is we put the engine drain plug back in. Just tighten it down. They want you to do 18 foot-pounds. I just tighten it down until it feels tight, and then give it one more good go. And then here's where you fill it. Sometimes I put it on there tight. This, I've never even replaced this ever. I mean, I clean it. I clean around it every single time. And then they want you putting 3.8 quarts in. So this is a 4-quart thing. So just do it until there's just a little bit left. I try and pretty much just get it first try, first go, because otherwise I'll be going crazy with just 0.1 quart trying to figure it perfect. Still got more. Yeah, about another half quart. Yep. And that's about good. That looks about like 0.2 left. I'm gonna just do one little splash. And we're gonna be good. Boom. Just clean this off. That's a little tighten. Bam. And then before you put any of the plastic on, you're gonna want to make sure to make sure nothing's leaking underneath already. And once you turn it on, make sure nothing's leaking from the oil filter or anything like that. So let's go over here. The oil checks over here. Just gonna make sure there's oil. What we put in didn't just go into a black hole. Turn it on. Yep. Right on. So if you have the little icon up here, I don't have it right now, but if you want to get rid of it, hold this button, hold it down hard while you turn this key on, and it'll get rid of it. So yeah, now we're going to go ahead and put the plastic back on since we know everything's good. And I'll show you guys how to do that real quick, actually. And so sometimes it takes a little finagling. Make sure you get it under there. And then so you have two little tabs that want to go down there, and you have a tab that kind of wants to slide back near this first one. So push that in. Go ahead and get that into place. Then the one back here, I like to kind of get my hand up in here. I'm going to go over here before I finish that side just to make sure everything's good. Boom. These are in place. Now I'm going to push on the Honda back here, try and get my hand near where the tab is, try and help it out. You want to go until you feel a pop. Same thing with down here. Boom, pop. Get your hand down here. Here it is. That one, oh, here it pop. It's in there. It didn't pop though, so I feel like it's not in there good enough. Bam. This top one. And this one right here. All right. Pull the clip back up and put it on, and now I'm going to show you guys how to do the gear oil. All right, so for the front, that is where that is the fill, and then down here, that is where you get the. That is the hole for the. Yeah, just double checking. That's the hole for the drain. And then for the rear, same thing, looks exactly the same. That is the fill. And then this hole right here is the drain. So there's the hitch, drain right there. And those are 10 millimeters. So we're going to crack those all open, and then I'll show you how to fill it. All right, so just a little heads up. For the front one, you are going to need an extension. The rear one, you will not. I used a crazy long extension because that's all I had, but I got the job done. And so what we're going to do is we're going to reinstall this real quick, actually. Show you guys how we're doing it. We will put it in here like that, and then we'll get our hand up in there. Boom. So we're going to tighten that bad boy up. Alrighty. So there's the fill. And literally all you have to do is squeeze it in there until you see it draining out. Let me get it in there. And you'll see it start spilling. And that's when you know you're full. It's hard to get a fucking film in there, I'm sorry. Go slow so it doesn't just start going crazy out. And then boom, it's starting to spill a little bit. And that's how you get that done. You do that for the front and the back. Ugh. And that's a 2024 oil change and gear oil change. Thank you.